then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Mayfield. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch it.
Run. King.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 180. Come on. You better bring it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He pitches it out, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And for the right side here, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Check pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Back to you.
Here's Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
I got you.
On third down, it's Freeman, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
180.
You run.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Just like that.
Bravo.
57, Mike 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Set, 20.
Double time.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Browns nothing.
Six, 180.
Watch twist.
Run.
On second down, Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch 57.
Hey, dude.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set, 180.
50 seconds to Mike.
Real.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert 33.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
30 base. Hey, orbit.
Let's go, B, let's go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a loose football. And this will go out of bounds, so they will lose yards on the play. And on fourth down, of course, it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw on second down. Nix. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Look at me. Zip, get it.
On third down, Nix. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Browns drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Running right, this is Freeman. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tackles.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Mayfield. Look at this tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over.
180. Push him back. Push him back. 57's the mark.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something. And he's in! Touchdown, Browns! Royce Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down. 90, Wolf.
I got you, son.
On second down, it's Bishop. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 44, Mike, 44. Check tight, check tight, check tight. 44 is the Mike, 44 is the Mike. Army. Hey!
Second and 2. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go, D. Protein spill. Rock it. Now.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here we go. 60 or. Yep. Play. 44, Mike. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Nix. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
22 jet bomber. Joe out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's put that team on the bus. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Go. 53's the mark.
From the gun, Nix into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start?
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Freeman. Oh, what a juke into space. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Royce Freeman, 82 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. He's checking crowd.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
53, check 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 the mic.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Nix. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
First down.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 26, check 26. Check 24, check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. This shot, baby, that's a big shot. 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, defense.
Yes.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. It's Ferguson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Gator. Hey, high 7.
Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bishop. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Down. 10-2 stop. Check 53's Mike. Coming. Hey, Wahoo. Mike, number 53. Now.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
To throw, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Tight right. Solo out there, check the outside there. Hey. 4 down. Point it right. Show it. 80 weapon.
Freeman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up a throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Rush in. Real. Rush in.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Royce Freeman, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Back to throw. Nix. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
57, Mike 57.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Nix. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. And the Browns, first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
On first down, Nix gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Hey, foxtrot. 60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, Nix. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 4-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Browns, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.